guys.
There's gonna be more energy. There's gonna be like, what up guys, the time is finally here.
Oh, okay. What up guys, so the time is finally... All right guys, so the time is finally here. We are fine. Oh no, don't say finally twice.
You don't have to keep looking at me either.
All right guys, so the time is finally here. This is our 2023 SEMA project that we have been putting on hold for a while. Just to give you guys a quick history on this thing. We picked this car up about 3 years ago, probably in
2020.
2020, yeah. It's back and we're finally starting it. We're super excited to get this thing going. I think we got about two and a half months, 2 months, right?
Yeah, I've saved the 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months until SEMA, so we got to get booking on this thing. It's been at our buddy Chris Forsberg's shop for a couple weeks, and he's been doing all the fabricated bits in there that he did for us. He installed a fuel safe for us, just reinforced some areas for us as well.
Cut out the quarter panel too.
Cut this quarter panel out for us as well.
Yeah, most of the heavy lifting for this car, the rest of the parts on this car are going to be like bolt-ons, straight, just straight. With the help of Garage-Tistic and Sicky, a lot of these parts are going to just be slapped right on. So what, we don't want to give the bits of what we're gonna do to the car?
Yeah, probably not gonna give the bits away yet. So
no body kit?
Well, we can give that away. So basically what we're doing in this first episode is getting this car ready to go get powder coated, which means all of this car has to basically be metal and only metal. You can't powder coat plastics, can't powder coat sound deadening, can't powder coat any of that. So all that has to come out of the car. We already got started on removing all the sound deadening and some little bits and pieces out of the chassis. We still have to mount the body kit up, drill the holes, get all the rivets in there and everything like that. The body kit that's going on this is a LTO or Live to Offend body kit made by Kyza. Really excited to be partnering with them and doing this kit. It's gonna look absolutely insane. It's gonna make this car super wide, a little bit boxier. It's a pretty mean looking body kit if you haven't seen one already in person.
Yeah, and some of the other body kit parts that we're getting for the car from DTM Fiberworks, so shout out to them.
Yeah.
The whole point we're doing this build too is because over the years we've accumulated basically working with everybody, and it's time to call in some favors. So if you see us shouting people out or whatever, just know they owed us a favor, and we're now putting this car together.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming for sure.
Yeah, and usually you don't powder coat cars, but we were talking to our friends over at Primo, and they told us they can do it, and they have an oven big enough to fit the whole car. So now it's just us to basically remove anything we don't want to be painted, because we're gonna basically powder coat the whole car white, gloss white. We have to get everything off, and then Garage-Tistic is coming in a few days to pick up our subframes to reinforce them. So we're gonna get all that off, prep the rest of the surface, see any areas where we can repair, sand, make it look a little bit prettier, get cooking on it.
Basically it. Car's almost ready to go powder coat, and then once it's back, it's all about just putting it back together. So yeah, we'll get to it.
Sounds good.
Get to it.
What? Why are you feeling being so awkward?
I don't know, man.
Stop being awkward. Stop being weird.
Yeah, right now I'm removing the sound deadening from the E30. Has a couple little spots where we didn't remove it all the way yet. In order to powder coat this, this can't be here, otherwise the powder coat won't stick. So yeah, we're removing all this right now so they can like sandblast this properly and it can get powder coated nice and evenly everywhere. So. Oh man, this hummingbird flew into our shot. Wow. Last time this happened, we spent probably what, 5-6 hours trying to get this thing out of here? Yeah, hopefully it finds its way out. Otherwise, yeah, it's not gonna be fun.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Oh.
Why are you red?
Yeah, huh?
You're red now.
That's because it takes a lot of strength to do that, baby.
got Josh removing the subframe. All these old pieces and junk that's been on for years, but yeah, we're gonna remove the subframe. Garage stick is coming in. Take the subframe, reinforce it, take the rear one, take the trailing arms, and then we'll probably finish. We have to bash that whole area to make room for the LS, and then get rid of some of these brackets, clean up the engine bay, pressure wash to get a lot of this gunk off, remove every single tiny little bit of plastic stuff because that'll melt in the oven once we send it to powder. Little by little, we have to take these off, see what's underneath. I know there's like a bunch of dirt lodged in here. Gotta smooth all this up out of here. We're not using basically any of this stuff. We're moving to a 5-lug E36 parts. This will be a whole process. It's gonna be mostly all brand new parts. Not much is staying from the original car. First thing that time thing off.
There we go.
Ooh,
oh my God. That is years and years and years and years and years and years of dirt buildup.
Probably find a fossil in there or something.
Probably. Oh my God, look, a bone. No, I'm just kidding. Wow.
That was so fake.
Well, you went the total opposite way. All right.
So where are we at? Where are we at on the second day of dealing with this?
All right, yeah, so this is the second day of us getting this thing ready for powder coat. Yesterday we had a little bit of a malfunction. We thought we were recording audio, but we weren't. So it's just a bunch of clips of us explaining stuff on camera, but we got none of the audio. Yesterday we removed all the subframes. We removed like the brake booster, the pedal box, got the steering wheel off, e-brake out. And then today we're removing all the lines from the car and basically shaving off all the unnecessary brackets and stuff like that. And then hopefully we can get to starting to mount the body kit today. If not today, we'll start going in on that tomorrow. Already got a lot done.
These are all the parts that got taken off. We're basically using none of this. There was, for some reason, a very, I didn't know this, but in the E30s, there's just like super heavy part underneath the battery tray for whatever reason, but I don't know. I think we might use some of the brake hard lines. We're not even using the door handles. We're getting some from garage stick. We are using some of the locking mechanisms, but.
Another thing we have to do that I haven't mentioned yet is we have to fit that dash. We got to fit that dash right there. So we got to cut out some holes where the roll cage goes. So we got to figure out how to properly cut a nice hole where the roll cage is so we can fit the dash on nice and snug.
All the parts over here are the ones that we're keeping and we're powder coating. We're gonna powder coat these all separately, gloss white. So that'll be all nice and fit when we put it back together. And then Josh power washed. New mistake is that we should have taken off the rotors and everything before we just dropped the whole rear subframe, but
now we got to deal with that somehow.
You live and you learn. We'll figure it out. I'm sure you could just stick it, or I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but anyways, we're getting close to powder coat.
Not close yet. We still got to put the fenders back on.
Well, yeah, I know.
The whole We gotta put the doors back on. Well,
The doors, yeah, because we got to check the clearance between everything.
And the panel gaps.
Yeah. But those just clip on. They're not even, they're just loosely on there right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be the tedious part, I think, is doing the body kit, just trying to make everything fit. We still have just a couple more brackets we have to cut out. I was a little bit too much of a wiener to cut some of these out with the grinder. So I'm going to have Will do it.
Yeah, so we're shaving most of the engine bay. We're leaving a lot of stuff there. I'm not too nitpicky about like every single thing having to get shaved off or covered or welded or whole, whatever. It's not a big deal, but.
Just as long as we get like the majority, like those are kind of in the way and these can get ripped out, and just little things like these little, I don't know what you call those, screw things, screw mounts or something. Those can just get shaved off and
yeah, we don't need those.
Whacked off. A couple of things we do need, like those brackets over there hold the hood up, and then I believe this is for the hood too. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember 100%. Another big thing we got done was we got the dash in. I worked on that for a little bit.
We used the basically the OEM holes. The only one that's not, well, it is actually OEM.
So this is an OEM hole, but we actually couldn't use that. It was just a clip that held it in place.
Like snapped in.
So we actually just pushed the hole over to the right, so we were able to put a, what do you call that? Riv nuts in there.
That's pretty solid. This cut is actually like kind of ugly. Not too happy with how Josh did that.
I told you not to bite that.
No, but what we'll do is when we have the windshield on, I'm gonna just put a black windshield wiper or a banner to just hide that.
I don't think it's that bad of a cut, honestly.
I think it's very bad.
Anyways, yeah, we use the factory points right here. It slides in, and we were able to put a factory bolt right there, factory bolt right over here, and then right underneath right here, we have a factory point that we were able to screw back in. So it kind of worked out. This is the only one that we kind of had to modify.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, yeah.
Have some, we had plans for this little area, this square area right here, but we had a little meeting today with the potential partner, and I think we're gonna be switching that out, but more details on that later. And then I also had another meeting about what we're doing with this whole dash tachometer thing. That's gonna get switched out too with a partner that just signed up. So I'm excited about announcing that partnership.
Gonna be pretty sweet. And then all these holes are gonna get covered up. We're not gonna keep any of this, no AC in this car, so it's gonna cover up all these AC vents, cover up anything that we don't really need.
Yeah, then I'm sending this whole dash to my body shop guy, and he's gonna refinish it, reinforce some areas, and then paint it white.
Yeah, paint it just the color.
Might hurt eyes when we're driving, but this is what you deal with when you deal with
pretty. You gotta suck it up and not be a bitch about it. Moving on, just right back here, we have a little bit of a change. We were originally gonna do something different than what's kind of going on here, but we're gonna run with this for now.
Yeah, this whole back end, we're gonna do a full upholstered, but we're kind of tight on time, and I don't wanna deal with like getting something custom made and fitting it when that's not really a big priority. So for the time being, I had the idea, cause I come up with all the ideas. Josh can't come up with anything cool. But I had the cool idea of having our second set of wheels, probably just the rear tires back here, and we're gonna probably put some D-links right here and strap them down. It goes with the whole, the vibe of copying the, or being inspired by the Virgil G-Wagon. Once this whole thing is white, and then you just see the wheels there, and
that'll be sick.
And then we're still dealing with trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the
fuel system.
The fuel system, yeah, we just had a meeting about that today too, but it's a tricky situation. That's we were gonna use the one we had that was given to us, but it looks like it's like old tech, and some of the parts are no longer available. So I hit up the guys at Radium, and I'm trying to see if we can figure something out, but
let me get out of this really quick.
I also need to get all the parts for this rear bumper, whatever.
All right, and the final part, I guess, is this beautiful body kit right here. Thank you guys so much for watching our videos. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.